Hello and welcome to the Fixed Land, and welcome to Yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. This is the demo for an upcoming game. No release date announced yet, and I never played the original Yes, Your Grace, though it always looked pretty interesting. Just one of those games I never got around to. It's described as a kingdom management RPG. So let's give it a try. And again, this is the demo for an upcoming game. Let's just dive right in. Alright, English tutorials enabled, looks good. Proceed.
What's the difference between a common man and a king? Both make mistakes, but a king's decisions affect the lives of many. One decision in particular still weighs heavy on the heart of the King of Davon. This story starts with a pledge to bestow the hand of his unborn daughter. Years passed, until one day the barbarians came, demanding what had been promised. To protect Lorsulia, Eric invited his wealthy neighbors to forge an alliance. Perhaps it was King Talus's desperate search for a book to cure his wife that enticed him to visit. A deal was struck that sealed the fate of Lorsulia, an army in exchange for a wedding to Talus's son. Amidst the splendor of the wedding, King Talus took a fatal sip from a tainted chalice. In the heat of the moment, King Eric was accused of murder. With the promised armies withdrawn and Lorsulia whisked away to the faraway capital of Atana, Eric found himself embroiled in a royal trial and proved his innocence. With Atana's forces ready to help, Eric marched his army to defeat the hordes of barbarians once and for all. But the battle revealed Davon's true enemy, Prince Ivo of Atana, who ignored the signal to join the battle. By sheer luck, Eric emerged victorious. But the victory tasted bitter upon his tongue. To Eric's despair, Lorsulia was now in the hands of a traitor. Nothing could have been done to prevent the inevitable. The murder of Eric's daughter marked the beginning of countless witch hunts. Ivo used her image as an excuse to cleanse the land of Davon by fire as his armies descended upon Grevno Castle. The siege of Grevno lasted for weeks and shook its walls to their core. But at last, Eric's wit, bravery, and enduring alliances brought the conflict to an end. Ivo was put to justice, and Davon enjoyed peace for the first time in months. The slow process of healing and rebuilding had begun. But in the archives of Grevno, a certain rare book still lies in wait. It will fuel a new wave of deceit.
Wow. That was pretty cool. What a history. I love the music too. Okay. I hope that this overview was to your satisfaction, Your Grace. I still have many details to write up, but thus this is only the beginning. Yeah, that was a lot of history to cover pretty quickly. Would you like to answer my questions now, or would you rather have me fill in the blanks? Well, I didn't play the other game, so you can fill in the blanks, I guess. I'll make sure everything is top-notch. Nonetheless, it's been a year since the battle with Atana. Many things have happened since. A newborn baby, new allies in trouble, a new threat arising, cold months approaching, and the flames that keep everyone warm at night still rage in the king's mind. Grace, everyone is getting impatient. I'll just grab something warm and put on the crown. Click the left mouse button on the floor, or use A and D to move around the brim. To interact with objects, click on them with the left mouse button or press F. Okay. So we got A and D. Or I can click, okay. Can interact with things. Heavy lies the crown. Trouble keeps coming to our door, doesn't it? Anything else we can interact with here? I have my own family to take care of. He is an old friend, though. Alright. I think that seems to be everything interactable. The royal bedchamber is pretty spiffy.
Nasty.
Eric, what now? Any thoughts?
I don't.
Hang on, lad.
One sale.
Honestly, if I had known it would end like this, I wouldn't have come here.
Kawahe.
I have no idea how we found your castle. I didn't want to endanger your family.
Steve.
You're putting us in a tough spot here, Jacob. Without your help, we'll be forced to give up our lands to Kavka. So he sent us some wine. Maybe it's a gesture of goodwill. I'm at war with Kavka, and you were really willing to drink this? What if it's poisoned? Clearly, he knew I was coming here. He's always 2 steps ahead, as cunning as he is wealthy. Unless you want him as your neighbor, we should work together. Eric, a moment. Darling, I told you this isn't just a friendly visit. Our friends don't just appear out of nowhere not wanting anything. You don't have to help him. I feel like we're already in this mess. Am I supposed to let him bleed out? The prince and I also need your help. He's not getting any better. They got twins. Of course I'm worried about our son. Jacob's not wrong, though. Next thing you know, Kavka will come for us. What then? Is it not better to let Jacob deal with him instead of waging a full-blown war? And he brings his son with him? Is that to try and sway us? Like we don't have enough kids around. But you said I will be able to look through the books after this. Time out. Just give us a moment. Timo, maybe. Maybe later. Eric, have you made up your mind? Apparently not. He's pacing in indecision. Wife, friend. Can we talk? It's our call. Okay. This is cool. Alright. Is everything alright? I've heard the prince isn't doing the best. He will get out of it, right? The things we do for family, huh? I don't actually have any men or resources to help you. I can't just turn him away. We'll have to play it smart. You have to find a way to provoke him and lead him straight to Grenbow. Once he gets here, we will ambush him from an outpost and crush him against the walls. But the wall? The queen has a fair point. After your war with Atana, there doesn't seem to be much wall left. Don't worry, by the time you get there and back, the wall will be fixed. Fair. I hope I can count on you. One last thing. Can I leave my son with you? He'll be safer here, and besides, it's difficult to travel with him. Eric. Oh. She's coming! She's coming! Not now, Sidani. She's coming. Who's coming? Can we be done now? I've got this. I thought we were going to get to choose whether to let his son stay on. Okay, that's okay. Grevno, week 1. I don't think our wife is happy with us. The queen is not pleased. Big plans, Your Grace, big plans. Lord Jacob's visit wasn't in our favor, but we will manage. Nonetheless, duty calls. The people of Davern will queue in the throne room to petition you. Many are struggling since our war with Atana. There's not always enough to go around. Let us hope for a smooth week then. Don't worry, I'm here to help. And oh, Your Grace. After we've dealt with the petitioners, please see the general in the council room. I believe he has some information regarding possible outpost sites. Click on a petitioner with the left mouse button to call them forward. Well, at least she's gonna work with us. Don't fret, darling. The decision has been made. We will work it out. I suppose new company might be good for Sidani. He better behave, that kid. Can you check on her? She's so excited about her sister visiting, and we kind of brushed her off. Of course, my beloved. Oh yes, before I leave, what do you want to do with the wine? Why don't we give it out to the people? Oh right, it might be poisoned. Oh no. Oh gosh, I hope it's not poisoned. I doubt the wine is poisoned. I will give it to people. It might sway some grumpy minds toward us. At least it's not going to be wasted. There we go. I will let the servants know. That's my cue. I will feed them and maybe try to get some sleep. Good luck out there. She's very supportive, isn't she? Click on the inventory button or press I to open the inventory menu. +10 versus illness. Okay, so it just pops up. Cool. Next. Your Grace, I come beseeching some aid. With the cold, wet weather, our fence posts don't hold up like they used to. Well, last night I woke up to find all my livestock gone a-roaming. Pigs, sheep, cattle, and can't find a one. And I'm a farmer, see, so it's a sorry situation. Please, Your Grace, spare some strong hands to help round up all our stock. In order to help a petitioner satisfy their needs by allocating your agent's time, fill up the satisfaction bar to the first screen point. Click on an agent to send them to complete this task. Okay. Looks like we have one agent, maybe. Fill up the satisfaction bar. Each time you send an agent to work on a task, it will cost them action points. Every agent has limited points, visualized on their icon with a yellow dot. Sent agents will appear on the satisfaction bar. You have completed this quest. Go ahead and hold the confirm button to confirm your choices. I guess he just goes. I'm not sure. Is this a Well, that's okay. We'll just confirm. We'll figure it out. Plus 15 something. This sounds urgent indeed. I hope this will be enough to help you. Ah, your grace. All my thanks. In hard times, Urulu's true legacy is forged, forsooth. Our little village won't soon forget this. When you help petitioners, you will gain prosperity. The more prosperity you have, the more wealthy your lands are. Higher prosperity will result in higher taxes. Oh, and it's right there. 45 out of 100 prosperity. 70 out of 800 influence. And... okay, so if we can hold down C to get those pop-ups. And then something else over on this side that we don't know yet. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Please hear me out, your grace. A vicious storm blew through our township last night, snapping pines like they were twigs. Now there is a real mess. Fallen trees everywhere, roofs smashed in. In the end, perhaps it will make for plenty of firewood, but we need help to clean up and make repairs, your grace. We're short of tools, but even some food would help. Please lend us your support. Excuse me. Stan. He's got 1 action point left. Here, I hope this will be enough for you. So our influence increased to 130. Prosperity is up. Thank Perun and thank your grace. Our prayers are answered. We will rebuild all the stronger in honor of our king. Well done, your grace. That's all for this week's requests. Now let's see what the general had in mind for the outposts. Sounds good. Click on the throne to step down. Okay, well, this way? This is a map of your castle. Click on your chosen location to go there. Stan is still busy. Or he's out of action points at least. Alright, we want to go here to the council room. Alright. Ever since Votek started hibernating, Sidani lost interest in gathering more agents. Maybe that's for the better. I was worried about what she would have come up with next. What's our plan to help Lord Jacob? Oh, your grace, it's great to see you. I have an update on our plan to help Lord Jacob. Why is Baron Kafka at war with Lord Jacob? I've had so many details to keep track of, I want to be certain I understand his position. Baron Kafka has been aggressively expanding trade routes to support his wine business. He is building a major trade route that will connect him directly with our enemies in Atana. It goes right through Lord Jacob's lands, leaving him stranded in terms of trade. I think it's his late wife's property. I'm not sure, but it seems the land has a sentimental value to him. A strong trade relationship between Kafka and Atana will surely leave us at a disadvantage as well. Let's hear the details. We need to ensure Kafka doesn't know he's walking into a trap. Did you manage to finesse my plan? Certainly. We need to gather a few basic supplies to create an outpost, so we can drive Kafka right back where we want him. I found 3 sites that could be suitable. Each has its strengths and weaknesses. Take a look at your map and mark the location you wish us to prepare. I will take care of the rest. We have 3 weeks to decide. Here, these supplies should be a good starting point. And of course, the wall. Linen. The wall, yes. What do we need? The master builder is awaiting you at the construction site. He will be able to provide more details. It might be tough, but with a little bit of luck, we can do it in time. To view the map of Davern, click on the map button or press tab to open the kingdom menus. Okay. Keep up the good work. As you unlock points of interest, POI, they will be displayed on the map. The first 3 visible points of interest indicate the 3 outpost sites. Click on a POI to explore it. The Curvy Thicket. Explore -0 something. Okay, we're exploring it. The Curvy Thicket is a maze to the enemy, but well known to us. If we build an outpost in the thicket, our soldiers could hide themselves among the trees, and attack when the enemy rides through, pushing them toward our walls. The drawback is that this is the furthest location from our castle. It will take longer to push Kavka towards the wall. The woods are also challenging from a visibility standpoint. Total chaos seems just as likely as success, to be frank. Still, time is short and supplies are few. Choosing this site would be better than nothing. Okay. I want to go back. How do I go back? Oh, I gotta hold it down. It's best to return to this location once we gather enough supplies or consider the other areas. Yeah, let's explore. There's the northern footbridge. Lord Jacob will cross the northern footbridge and Kavka's army will shortly follow. If our armies lie in wait on the riverbank, we'll be able to surprise the enemy and control their direction. The thick canes and grass should provide us with more than enough of a hiding spot. This location looks like a good choice for the outpost, even though it requires a little more work to prepare. The location is not far, but the mud and the cold might prove challenging. Okay. It's best to return to this location. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. How about the Straw Village? During last year's war, Ratana left nothing but a field of despair. Rumors say the village is haunted, filled with old rags and bones. It might take some extra convincing for our men to stay at this location. Kafka's armies might not be aware of these rumors, but surely even they won't think to try to look through the rubble. The location is closest to Grevno, meaning it will be the easiest to push the enemy towards the wall. So for this we need tools, food camp, I guess, which we don't have. I guess I'm inclined to do the footbridge. So what do we need? So we still need to collect tools, food, and camp, I guess, is what that means. We're not ready. Okay. So at the moment we That's been explored. Okay. Let's head back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Escape? Yeah, there we go. What's over here? Oh, that's save. I guess that's save. There's a disc. That's what it looks like, at least. Let's talk to...
Oh boy.
Well, at least he's polite. You have a very beautiful castle. Hello, my... Silly pickle. Silly pickle, I don't know what you mean. Father Timo is here. At ease, silly pickle. Yes, father. Are you preparing for Asalia's arrival? I hear you have a letter from your sister. Wait, you knew Asalia is visiting us in 8 weeks. Should I get her a pet? A sword. That's too grand. She will think I care. It's Asalia we're talking about. It's been so long and there is so much pressure. Challenge her to a duel. She'd like to practice sword fighting. Are you ready to try that? She already has people to do that with. I would just embarrass myself. It must be something truly grand, something unforgettable that screams, Asalia! Luckily, I also have Timo to help me. We could read her a book. How about this one? Timo, this is serious. She won't be impressed by that. Be nice to your guests, silly pickle. I'm sorry, it's just all very stressful. What if I tell you a little about Asalia? She's adventurous, rides buffalo, fights with swords. She'd love to do various pranks, too. New entry. Let's see. What's this? Oh, it goes to the next week, I guess. Not sure what the new entry... means. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, let's look over here. What's over here? Oh. Yeah, let's go check out the wall. Working away. Your Grace. How does it look? The war with Atana caused a great deal of damage to Grevno's defenses, Your Grace. Rebuilding something grand for the second time is always a challenge, but our dedication to the effort is paying off. The wall and its garrisons will soon gleam good as new. That is just as I hoped to hear. I will certainly sleep better when Grevno is behind strong walls again. To say nothing of our plans to ambush Lord Jacob's enemies. Without the wall, we'll fail. Speaking of, there is just a small, tiny problem, Your Grace. Of course, let's hear it. The recent limestone deliveries are thinner and thinner. We're missing some rocks that would help us build the whole thing. No need to worry, it's nothing huge. We just need 3 tons, and it will be done. I'm sure the king has the right connections. Very well, I will see what can be done. Aha, to view archives, Click on the Archives button or press Tab to open Kingdom menus. Oh, there it is. Now we can do it. The yellow Next Turn button is an indication that all required tasks have been completed. Click and hold the button to progress to the next week. The yellow... I guess that means it's done, huh? Let's take a look at the Archives. Archives keep track of what is happening in the kingdom. Here you will find reminders of your current and completed tasks. Okay, cool. Alright. I won't read all these right now. But we can refer to everything as needed. That's good to know. Escape. And sounds like we can go to the next week. The prosperity you received last week can now be converted to gold. Press and hold the Collect Taxes button to start converting. Absolutely. Oh, I see. We hold it until it all gets drained. I hope that's what we're supposed to do. Oh. Okay, next. Royal Agents. In this tab, you can view your royal agents. They are an important part of keeping your populace happy. Be sure to pay their salary to refresh their action points. Absolutely. Alright. Stan. He's got his hand out. He's ready. Definitely going to pay them. Stan has been by King Eric's side for years now. When Grebna was under siege by Etana, he stood strong, and his remarkable survival story had earned the respect of all Davern's soldiers. He's good at combat, it looks like. We've got Alina. Witch Alina is gentle and generous and knows the plants of this land. She is also Sidani's singing teacher, for now. She has +10 versus illness and +10 versus weather. Pay the witch. Don't forget to pay the witch. Alright, cool. In the Transactions panel, you can see an overview of this week's transactions. You can use the Clear Tab button on each screen to start distributing your resources again. Alright, so we got 48 gold in taxes. Paid them. I think we're done here. Your Grace, we should pay attention to the outposts on the map. You should pick the one that you think is best. Or the one that we can afford. Alright, let's see to our wife first. I wonder how Timo is adjusting. He still seems so shy with me. Sidani should look after him, but it seems like her head is in the clouds a bit, and my hands are full. I will look in on him if I find a moment, my dear. The Queen always thinks about others and leaves herself until last. I better see how she is managing as well. Cool. Alright, who's next? I come with a serious matter, Your Grace. My name is Yanka. I trade in all kinds of trinkets and artifacts, most recently rare creatures. Let me guess, goblins and griffins? How do I put this? The swans have stolen my lions. It does sound like nonsense. We'll listen to her. This sounds like it'll be good. Let me guess. The swans breathe fire, the lions can fly? No, there's a real explanation, Your Grace. You know the swans, right? The famous bandit gang? I was transporting some lions for a lord when the swans ambushed me on the road. Now my lions are gone. The swans? Not a very intimidating name for bandits, if you ask me. Oh, they're quite a nasty bunch, they are. Polite, but nasty. I've heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be plundering far west of here? Elegant bandits. They steal it from you, then apologize right after. As if the apology makes it any better. That's exactly what they did. Honestly, I did appreciate the gesture, but I want my lions back. I didn't think there were lions in Davern. It was a delivery job from Caladur, Your Grace. I thought who'd be daring enough to attack a cart full of snarling lions? As it turns out, the swans were. Lions are extremely valuable, after all. You're the lion wrangler, Yonka. How do you expect me to be able to help? At least 3 lions escaped their cages when the swans attacked my cart. All I ask is that you keep an eye out for them. If your agents ever spot one, make sure to let me know exactly where. I will handle the rest and compensate you for your effort and time. The inn north of here could be a good place to start the search. Surely someone's seen something, or you could try looking for them on your own. I'll see what can be done. Find me at the wall if you never need anything, Your Grace. I will gladly show off my repertoire of trinkets and other useful items. Okay. Let's take a look at the sleazy weasel. So this... Oh, so we have gold and supplies, so this takes some supplies. I see. The king's men found the Sleazy Weasel, a local tavern. Surprisingly, it had beautiful dark timber ceilings and hanging flowers. Not sleazy at all. No weasels to be seen either. The innkeeper did not seem very happy to have royal units come marching in. What do you want here? So we'll have them speak with him rather than just leave. The innkeeper glanced around, gave a cough and a sigh, and began mumbling under his nose. The last hunting trip of the year before winter set off for the forest not too long ago. They passed through here and told us they were headed up north for the mighty oak. If I were to guess, they knew something, and that's where your beast is at. But it might be a tricky situation getting there. He paused. Getting over the high bridge will not be an easy feat right now, due to situations on the roads, with the roads. The innkeeper scowled pointedly at the royal agents. You can also take the long way around through the open fields, but it will be costly, and only gods know what you might encounter. The folks at Stahu village could probably help you find a faster way. Agents left the inn, although rather reluctantly. So we got a teeny tiny bit of prosperity. Alright, let's go. Let's talk to the next person here. It's a disaster, Your Grace. All the little ones. The children in our village have fallen ill, Your Grace. They've all come up with spots. A rash? Yes, always the same one. First a big red patch, then lots of little spots. Then comes the fever, the itching. Please, Your Grace, the parents are all beside ourselves. Your Grace, this is the perfect task for a witch. She's very skilled at treating illness. Select the restart button to start allocating resources again. Select the hourglass button to tell the petitioner to return to the queue. So what does this do? I guess it doesn't apply yet. Yeah, I think we can assign her to do that. Can't just let the kids suffer. That wouldn't be right. Our court witch is well versed in sickness and medicine. She will surely ease the pain. Your grace is a merciful ruler indeed. A bitter winter is to come, but the smallest of us still need care. Thank you, your grace. Your kindness will bring ease to the children. Your grace, hear me out. I know people don't usually care for cats, but I love mine. The farmer next to me started luring her inside and feeding her whatever garbage he wants. She comes home less and less often, and when she does, she gets fatter and fatter. I know that with winter on its way, it sounds like a luxury problem, but I'm worried about her nutrition. Please, send somebody to deal with my neighbor, or give me something that will help me talk him out of it. The Fat Cat. This quest requires extra agent time to complete it successfully. Commit your agent multiple times to reach the success pins. I think we're going to ask this guy to wait because while I want to help this cat, I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, these people's requests might be more important. So, oh, I thought he was going to go to the back of the line. Oh, no, we have to take him in order. Okay, I misunderstood. Okay. Alright, we gotta go through all this again. Okay, we'll help your cat. I see. Takes 2 action points from Stan. For some reason. But we got more prosperity. Okay. You're welcome. Off you go now. Alright, who's next? In dark times, things of beauty matter more than ever, do they not, your grace? I'm a blacksmith by trade. My forge has supplied breastplates to the king's own army. But I've always longed to make finer work, to perform the art of silversmithing. What say you, your grace? Will you help me expand the forges and spin silver with my gifts? You have items in your inventory that match this quest's tags. Select an item to offer it to the petitioner. Okay, so I see we have to reach the green dots. So we're giving him the boots, is that? I guess so. Alright, so that got us some prosperity and influence. Eternal thanks, your grace. I only wish to pay tribute to Davern's strength through art, the only way I know. Helping petitioners and completing your quests will increase your influence. Filling the influence bar will increase your kingdom level. Cool. Help me, please. Part of the sky fell down. Calm down. What do you mean? There I was, minding my own business, when a huge smoking hunk of rock crashed down into my field. It came out of nowhere. I was lucky not to be underneath it. Some of my cows, though, they're mincemeat now. Please help me, your grace. I need to buy a few more heifers and clean the place up. Your grace, looks like we might not have enough resources to help this person. At times, helping everyone is not possible. Let's send this peasant away and hope for the best. A celestial event. Sorry. I can't help it. Declining petitioners will cause your population's happiness to fall. When happiness falls to 0, your kingdom will fall. A rock from the heavens? Sounds out of my control. Sorry. But what are we supposed to do, Your Grace? We'll go hungry this winter. What a lazy king. Off with her head. Okay, I guess we're not that kind of a king. Alright. Let's get up out of our chair. We've been sitting too long. Let's go this way. Let's go to the bedroom. Think we can talk to our wife. Check in on the queen. Is she sleeping? I think so. Yeah, she's snoring gently. Alright, we're not gonna wake her up. That wouldn't be smart. Let's head back out. No. Let's see what's going in the council room. I've heard so much about Davern. I can't wait to find out more. Yes, Father? Are you kids behaving? Oh, good thing you're here, Father. I have an idea how to give Asalia a proper welcome. You want to see? Of course, silly pickle. Just like we practiced, Timo. You got this. Yes, would you, I like water. So close, let me try. It's not fair, you caught me off guard. Your Grace, what a long day it has been. If you could... If you could pass me this mug, Your Grace. Uh-oh. Oh, I am so thirsty. Now, would you like me to pour you some wine, milady? Or is there a chance you expected something to happen with the mug? Oh, we forgot to put water inside. This is too hard. We should have stuck to reading. You're right, this is not good enough. Father, what did you think? Would that impress Asalia when she gets here? Are you worried? Your sister will just be happy to see you. Don't worry too much about trying to impress her. Besides, are you sure you want to welcome your sister with a prank? She always calls me Little Dumpling in her letters. It's been over a year since she went adventuring. I need to prove to her I'm not so little anymore. Asalia was the queen of pranks. The only way is to beat her at her own game. You've given me plenty to think about. Thank you, Your Grace. Let's go, Timo. Time to see if we can come up with something more sophisticated. Maybe we could ask Domovoy for help. Father told me he may be responsible for all sorts of misfortunes in the household. We'll need to prepare some offering. Sometimes I feel like you know more about Davern than I do. Tell me more. Well, at least they're getting along. Keep up the good work. Alright. Let's see. Let's go to the map. I think we still don't have enough. This doesn't cost us anything. We don't have enough. Wait, can we do this? No. I guess we gotta come back. Okay. Check out Stahu Village. The Lion Wrangler. Oh, yes. Agents entered a small village, no more than 5 families, sharing 2 huts and a little barn. Everywhere they turned, they saw ruined fences and rotting barrels, and the stench of cow manure hung in the air. There was no sign of a lion, but the scattering of people still made a great commotion. "My husband is missing," a woman wailed again and again. The village elder, who was comforting her, turned to the royal agents. He told them he wanted to see the king at Grevno Castle regarding a beast and a missing person. Then he sent the agents on their way with a piece of bread. Crumbs, really. Well, we got much prosperity. We got some wine. Did we look here? I don't think so. Oh, we don't have enough encounter. Explorer. Can't do it. We've only got 2. Alright, we'll have to do that some other time. Alright, what else can we do here? Yeah, maybe we can see how our wife is doing. Even though she's sleeping. I wanted to see how you're doing. Oh, you startled me. I must have dozed off. I'm sorry to wake you, darling. It's alright. It's the little one. He can't get comfortable. How is our... Yeah, probably named him Eric II. How's Junior holding up? How are you holding up? I hope there's a way we can heal his ailment. No one knows, correct? It's not easy to keep this a secret. People talk. Jacob already knows something is up. What's the ailment? Apart from the doctor, it's just us. But it's especially difficult with Sidani around. Can you imagine if people found out? I prefer to focus on solutions. At last, a successor to the throne. I never imagined we'd end up with 2 tiny ones, though. It's funny. You try for an heir for years, and then they come out like buns from the oven. A girl and a boy. But we should have known that damn ritual would have consequences. Stay safe, darling. The wall is nearly ready. The outpost is almost set up. Once we deal with Jacob and Kavka, you and the prince will have my full attention. I know it's hard to juggle the needs of the kingdom with the needs of our family. You're right. We will get through it. Take care, honey. All right. The 2 potatoes, the prince and the princess. Aurelia was increasingly worried about the absolutely secret condition of the throne successor. King Eric did all he could to support her. So that's what we just did. Okay. I think this means we're done for week 2. Yeah, so let's go ahead and... You will need supplies to explore locations on the map. Press and hold collect supplies, the collect supplies button to convert prosperity to supplies. Ah, okay. So that's how you do it. We did that already, I guess. Oh. You've got to divide it between supplies and gold. How much gold do we need to pay those, our okay, well, at least we can pay them. I guess I have to remember how much they earn. Because we can't go back, right? Oh, we can. We could still swap it out. Let's try that. Okay. Yep, we paid you guys. Did they ever improve? I wonder. Okay. All right. Well, I think this is probably a good time to bring this episode to a close. Hope you enjoyed this quick look at Yestergray's Snowfall. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, I sure would appreciate that as well. In any case, until next time, please take care. Bye-bye.